This Spinosaurus is absolutely massive, and I found it for only $25, which is crazy. Let's open it up, check it out, and of course do some toy photography. So, is it just me, or is the Spinosaurus becoming the most popular big dinosaur now, instead of the T-Rex? No way. Never mind. Sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking. You can never beat the T-Rex, you know? That's the most iconic dinosaur ever. But the Spinosaurus is still pretty dang awesome, and definitely one of my all-time favorites as well, especially this version from Jurassic Park 3. And this right here is the new Colossal version of that. And I got this baby for 25 bucks. 25 freaking dollars. I found it on Black Friday at Walmart for $25. That's pretty freaking awesome, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited about this thing. I did a whole video on the T-Rex Colossal one that came out recently, and you can still probably find it in stores pretty easily, and maybe even on sale now. And I loved it. It was so cool, and it's just so big and fun. And this guy is gonna be, I'm assuming, just as freaking cool, but Spinosaurus version. And this guy actually comes with minis. The other one didn't, and so that's so freaking cool. Mattel, I think, has been doing a great job with the dinosaur Jurassic Park figures. It makes me excited for when they do the DC figures coming soon. Man, let's just, let's shut up and open this guy up. So, like I said, I found this guy for $25 on Black Friday. I actually found it in store, in a Walmart store, but the same $25 deal was going on at the Walmart website as well. So I'll leave as many links in the description. Maybe if the deal is still going on, you know, you can grab them for super cheap, or who knows, maybe you'll be able to find them in store for still super cheap. But I will definitely put the link in the description, and I hope you can get it too. Or who knows, maybe you found this guy in Black Friday as well. Hey, I guess Black Friday shopping isn't totally dead anymore, because I sure lucked out. So this whole Colossal line is pretty awesome, considering how big these guys are and how affordable they are. They look great too. What other ones have I missed that I should be picking up? I know there's an Allosaurus one, or what other ones should they be doing that they haven't yet? Like, should they do a big, like, Triceratops or something? That'd be pretty sweet, not gonna lie. I don't know, what do you think? Okay, and today we have a very, very special episode of Tail Time with the tails on the dinosaurs. This reason why it's so special is because we've got more than just a tail. We've got a spine. It kind of looks like a mountain range, doesn't it? And we've got 2 legs. I feel like I'm having turkey on Thanksgiving again. I've got the whole leg, you know. Right, Venom? Why don't you come on up? Come on up, buddy. Whoa, jeez, okay, that's a new one for you. Knocking the camera over. Good job. Wow. Anyway, let's begin. So, both of these legs have an A and a B, if you can tell. And so, it says B right there, so I can imagine this just goes on. Ready for the click? Here we go. Oh. Wow, that was a good click. That was so satisfying. So now we're going on to A. Oh, God, yes. And let's do the spine next. What do you say? Switch it around. Oh, good job, buddy. And then the tail. Stick it right in his butthole, and we're good to go. Gonna be another good click. Ready? Wait, come on. What's going on here? Oh, yes. Dang it. And he is done. Okay, well, here he is, and man, I forget how freaking huge these things are. And if you really would like some scale, besides me being here, you've got a scale to a cat, if you're curious, because Venom is over here. Come here, come on, scooch out from under that tail. There you go. So if you're curious about how big this Spinosaurus is, it is this big compared to a cat. And this is a pretty good sized cat. Good scale. Pretty big guy. What do you think, Venom? Okay. No, this is very, very freaking large. If you own one of these, you're gonna end up having a probably great deal of difficulty figuring out where to put it, which I have not figured that out yet. I don't know where to put it. Venom doesn't know where to put himself because he's so big. All right, buddy, I need you to, you can come up later. He's too big. So as far as the detail is concerned, it's pretty good, all things considered. This is a pretty low priced item, considering the size. You know, yes, I got it for 25, but usually at Walmart, these are like 50 bucks. So the detail is pretty good, you know, compared to a Hammond collection. The detail is not as great, but the size is what you're getting out of this. It's called the Colossal for a reason. The head looks really good. The paint, there's only a few colors. You got some browns, some grays, multiple grays, and some red. There you go. The colors look really good. And to be honest, the sculpt is pretty incredible. Everything along the face is really, really detailed. There's so many little crevices and stuff with the face. And the teeth are like a softer rubber, which is nice. Inside the mouth is good. Usually it goes like more detailed towards the front and then less and less towards the back as we get there, and towards the feet as well, as far as paint is considered. And that's pretty good. I feel like that's how it should be. You know, it's nice on the face, which is most important. And the spine, to be honest, looks really good too. It really looks like a mountain range. So I think the detail is really, really fantastic. And I think this is just a big honkin' boy. So worth the price. So worth it. Okay, well, yeah, it's big, but what about articulation? Does it have any movement at all? Well, it does a little bit, and I think it's even gonna be a little bit more than the T-Rex one was, because the T-Rex doesn't really have much for arms, but the Spinosaurus does. So first of all, you've got all this movement in the head. You can open it up that big. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. And you can close it, of course. And it looks good closed too, doesn't it? He looks kind of cute. He's got like an alligator face a little bit. And then his arms move that much. You can't get a full rotation and you can't go out or anything. You just go up and down. You can twist and swivel up the hands. The legs will click in different places. So you got this, and that's pretty much it. But when you want to stand it, you kind of have to line up the legs perfectly. So if you're going to move one leg forward, you have to move the other leg forward to get it. But then you can get a cool pose like that, right? That's cool. That's really cool. And so if you move a leg 2 back, you got to move the other leg 2 back. And then you can get a pose like that. And that's pretty cool. Then the last bit of articulation is the tail. So you can twist it, but you can't wag it or go up and down really at all. You just kind of can twist. But you got a little tip here. You can twist that around, and that's great. So as far as articulation goes, that's all you've got, but I don't know what else you'd want. Honestly, this is the best looking part right here. So that's all we got. Accessories. This thing does actually come with accessories. And here they are. They're these 2 little minis here, which the other one I did, the T-Rex, did not come with minis. Didn't come with any accessories. So I don't know, this one's seeming pretty good. We've got a cute little Triceratops here, which he's a nice dark green. He's got a little bit of extra paint on his face. He's got a little white and black on his eye. That looks good. And then we've got a little Velociraptor baby, Venom. And he's cute. He's a lighter green. He's got some other paint too. You know, these aren't incredibly detailed. Venom, they're not incredibly detailed, but they are a really nice addition. And these things do have some functionality. Let me show you. So the Spinosaurus has a ability to eat and digest things. So if you open up his mouth, you can put stuff in there. So you can have him eat some food, and then underneath here, he's got his little butthole where he can poop it out. Okay, it's not really his butthole, it's in his belly, really. And he can excrete the food you put in. So this poor little tiny guy, you can put him right in there. Oh. And then he's chewing them up, you know, digesting. You can listen to his belly. Just kidding, that sound is not included. But you should be able to open it up, and there he goes. It's kind of a nice little thing. So I think mainly this is for like, oh, you can hold all of your minis in here as well. Like it can be a way to hold the stuff, you know, be a container, just like that. Or you can just have fun and have him eat stuff. The big question is, can he eat and digest this Hammond collection figure right here, this Velociraptor? Let's give it a shot. Okay, hopefully I don't get this guy stuck in there and then I lose him forever. I'm gonna put him in a nice little digestion ready pose, right? That looks good. He's ready to go on a water slide. Okay, let's go. Open wide. Sorry, little Velociraptor. Oh, he's going right in. Oh my gosh. Okay. Uh-oh. Wow, that was way too easy. And here he goes, good as new. Sorry I had to put you through that, buddy, but you seem to be doing okay. Look at that. That's awesome. Well, he'll also hold your Hammond collections as well. All right, let's actually measure how massive this guy is. So when he's just standing at a normal height, whatever pose like this, from ground to face, he stands about 13 inches tall. And then what about spine? 18? Oh, sorry, 16 inches or so? It's pretty crazy. And then what about from tail all the way to face? He's about 36 inches. 36 inches long. Man, that is so much. That's so much freaking dinosaur, man. Now, let's compare it to some other things just to show how freaking big this guy is. So we did already do this Hammond Collection Velociraptor, but this is a Black Series Star Wars Luke Skywalker. So this is a 1/12 scale action figure. He's pretty big, right? It's pretty large. So I think you could even say these two scale. I've never seen a real dinosaur in real life, but this looks like it'd be around the same size, right? I think this is 1/12 scale, just about. So you can use this with whatever your 1/12 scale figures, and I think it'll work. Another thing to compare it to right here, and the more I think about it, I really don't like this figure. This is the Beasts of the Mesozoic Creative Beast Studio Dilophosaurus. Maybe I just didn't like this figure exactly. I don't know. This is how it scales with this guy if you are interested. Venom, we already did a scale comparison with you. Yeah, I need all the space, trust me. Okay, let's compare a couple of Non-Moo Studio figures. This is the Non-Moo Studio Indominus Rex. There he is, so a whole lot smaller than that. And then this is the Non-Moo Studio Velociraptor. Gosh, this might be one of my favorite dinosaurs. He's so cool looking. And they both look fantastic. They all scale weird. These two are different scales, and then this is a different scale. So they're all over the place. But I think they all look really, really awesome. Then, of course, the moment we've all been waiting for, probably. This is the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. So we got Spino v Spino over here. The size comparison is crazy. It's twice the size of this, and this guy's pretty big. Like, look at this pretty big guy. The detail, obviously, on the Hammond Collection is far greater, far superior. You got tongue articulation, you got so much more stuff. Everything is better about this, except for it's smaller. Really? Hey, I think they look really cool though, right? Maybe this is the mommy, and then this is the short king daddy. I bet you weren't expecting me to say that. All right, the last thing to compare it to is this. Wow, I can't believe I fit them both on the shelf. This is the Colossal, oh, hang on. I forgot to mention, okay, so he has neck articulation, and the Spinosaurus does too. Forgot to mention that in the articulation section, so there's that. Anyway, this is the Colossal T-Rex. It's the T-Rex version of this. It came out not too long ago. It looks great. I did a whole video on it. Really, really loved this figure. Geez, I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put both of these in my house. They're both so big. The T-Rex is awesome. I like how iconic the face looks and everything, but the Spinosaurus is cool too, so I think I like them both. I'm glad I just have both, you know? Venom, you're being actually really good right now, buddy. You're being so good. Okay, then, what are we gonna give this figure? Are we gonna give it a W or an L? For the price I got it at, $25, this is one of the biggest W's on the channel ever. Like, this is so good for that price. Like, holy crap, what an incredible deal. You can't get a Marvel Legends figure for like 25 anymore. Besides that, even if you were to buy this for 50, I think it's worth it. I think it's awesome. Just for the scale and size alone, it's awesome. And if you're a kid, I mean, I'm just thinking about if you're like 8 years old and you open this thing up on Christmas, you see this giant box under your Christmas tree and you open this thing up, that's gotta be, honestly, a moment that you'll probably remember for the rest of your life. Like, this is just, there's a lot of moments I have like that. When I opened up my Millennium Falcon in the 90s growing up, I remember that. This is a piece that you would remember growing up. And I think that's so cool, and this really makes me feel like a kid. So I'm giving it a huge W. I'd love to know what you think. Do you have this guy yet? Is it a W or is it an L? So doing toy photography with stuff that's this big is very challenging. It was very, very challenging the last time, but I feel a little bit better about it this time. But I can't wait to shoot this guy. I'm gonna take him somewhere cool, take a really beautiful photo of him, and that's gonna be great. Let's go take a toy photo with him. All right, well, here I am. I'm at Peebles Island. This is where I always shoot, and this place is even great in the winter. It looks pretty amazing. Hopefully I can figure out something that'll work with this giant honking thing. The sun's starting to come out, so that could be nice if the skies turn blue. Let's hope for something good. All right then, I have found my spot, and it's right here. And the sun was just out for a second there. There was a brief little bit of blue sky, and I think I got something pretty cool. But if you look, I mean, the scenery is incredible. I love this place so much. Look how cool that looks. So I guess the question is, would a dinosaur survive out in the winter? No, I don't think so, right? That's the fun in all of this, and honestly, it's all I've got. I can't go anywhere where there's not snow right now. So I've got them kind of set up there. I've got a cool little background. When the sun was out, I was able to get a little bit of sunlight. The sky in the back there is actually kind of really nice. I got my light reflector stuck in the ground there. I think that did a little bit of help. My camera is over here stuck in the ground. I've got my 45mm lens right here, kind of stuck in the snow. I've got 5,000 for my shutter speed. It's very, very bright out here. Even when the snow is not shining, the sun is not shining. It's still very bright because all the sun and light is bouncing off the snow. And my aperture's at 2.8, which that's a lower, almost as low as this lens will go down. But I kind of am just liking how that looks. And my ISO is at 400. I always leave it at 400. So I'm also gonna sprinkle a little bit of snow to make it look like it's snowing a little bit. And I think that's really gonna be it for this whole thing. Hopefully it looks good in the end. Hopefully it doesn't look awkward because this thing is so big. It's so daunting and challenging to shoot. So wish me luck and hope it looks okay. All right, let's do a post-photo breakdown for the Spino in the snow. And here he is. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. I don't know, because it was really difficult to do the last one. I felt really intimidated by how big the figure was, and I thought it was going to be even harder to do it in the snow, and I feel pretty good. I'm really glad I waited long enough for the sun to finally come out, because that really helped the photo. I think the shadow looks good, and there's some nice rim lighting around the figure, and I really like the background and everything. So this is the original photo, which is pretty different, right? It's pretty different. So the sky is different. I did add some blue sky using the generative fill, because the white just wasn't good, and I didn't want to use the sky replacement. That gets a different kind of effect. And then I also made it a whole lot more blue. Just like look at the difference between the colors. The blues are a whole lot better looking in this. So I did a lot of that and sharpening on the dino and just my usual stuff, really. And then I also cropped it too. I moved it over a little bit because the tail was cut off on this one. I think it looks really good, and I think it even looks better because if you crop it, this is my cropped version for Instagram. I think it looks even better in that kind of orientation. So I'm really happy with it. But let me know what you think. Does it look weird because he's in the snow? I don't know. Just I'd love to know what your thoughts, all of that stuff, and let's run the end of the video. So for the price I got this for, this thing is absolutely incredible. And even if you're getting it for the usual $50 or $60 price as well, I think it's still a great figure. I think it's a lot of fun. And like I said, this is something that will change a kid's life if they open it up. But if you did enjoy the video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. This photo, as always, will be posted up onto Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. And if you're interested in following my work on any of those platforms, it's all linked in the video description below. And thank you so much for watching and getting all the way to the end of the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.